King scrunches his broken fist. Cheers and hollers from a drunk crowd echo through the alleyway. He stares at his fallen opponent, bleeding face, busted nose, chipped teeth. He kicks him in the mouth to put the finishing touches on his handiwork. He never lost a fight. Not now. Not ever. Always bet on King. He glances over the crowd, spots Donnie, an old friend with a gambling problem. Not much of a problem if he continues to bet on me. King looks at his watch. He's late for a family meeting. King's father gives his mother hell for talking back for something he didn't quite understand. It's always the same crap. King grinds his teeth. Blood and warmth rush up his face. Every scrap, every single one he won because he saw his father's face on his opponent. He wants to lash out, to say something, anything. But to say something is to be cut off. But this time he's not thinking straight, or maybe he is. His father raises a hand to strike his mother. It happens faster than the thought to perceive it. One moment he snatches his father's arm, the next he's beating him black and blue for years of accumulated shit. He walks away while his mother tries to help his father up. You're out. Never show your face here again, ungrateful bastard. Get out. He never really had friends. Not real ones anyway. He had an entourage. A group of sods enjoying the high life with his credit card. Now he has no one. Not a single bloody friend to help him out. He had friends once upon a time in school, but that was long ago. He needs money. But money doesn't grow on trees, and no one wants to challenge him, not after what he did to his last opponent. He needs a job. His accounts are near empty, and his old careless spending habits are hard to break. He meets with Tommy. Tommy has no room for him in his apartment. Wishes he did, but he doesn't. Mick wants to help, but his old lady won't let him. Same with Bill. And Harry. His ex has moved on, and she doesn't want to see his face. Something about being a shithead. He can't live in a hotel room forever. It drains the account. He remembers a face he recently spotted in a crowd at his last scrap. They were friends since they were toddlers. He was a genuine friend, even if they went separate ways. King looks him up. Castle Drive. He hails a taxi. King hasn't felt real in a long time. He sits in Donnie's apartment drinking old ale, realizing how much he misses genuine heart-to-hearts. Donnie was his friend before he realized he came from money. The rich aren't really rich. He's not sure why he thinks this or what it means. It's just a random thought. The ale talking, as it were. Donnie says he can stay until he figures things out. He's not sure when that will be. It doesn't matter. A sudden rap at the door startles him. Donnie stands, opens the door to reveal a few men in black leather jackets. Muscle. King doesn't hear much. What he does hear, he doesn't like. Donnie owes money and can expect a bundle of lead in the face if he doesn't pay. He laughs when he returns to the kitchen table. It's your fault, King. I don't know who to bet on anymore. King lost his last 3 jobs and is going back to what he does best. A challenger steps into the circle in the dimly lit alley, double his size, massive. King doesn't care. A head's a head. He'll go down like the others. Crowd calls him the Ghetto Masher. The Ghetto Masher glares at him. The ref spits out rules he's heard 1,000 times. King stares at him and sees not his father, but his opponent. A bell sounds. With a bestial snarl, the Ghetto Masher lunges. King evades a wild blow that would have ripped his head off. He feels strange, unresponsive, confused. Donnie screams at him. He glances at him as he receives a massive fist to the skull. Black swirls across his eyes. He doesn't remember the thud against his skull. He doesn't remember his legs buckling. He doesn't even remember collapsing in a pile of festering garbage. He only remembers waking up on the couch in Donnie's apartment. He's lost his edge. His anger. His rage. His hate. Was that all he was? Donnie's asking if he's okay, and he's not sure. Am I okay? Will I be better? I don't know. Was it just a fluke? A lucky shot? Happens to the best. I feel wrecked. I am wrecked. Donnie bet the last of his cash on him. King's getting the hang of working behind a bar. Donnie sips a beer and tells him he needs to find another reason to fight. King tells Donnie he needs to get home before the beer he's drinking turns to piss, before he gets in trouble. Too late. King spots two men. They approach Donnie, grab him, usher him into the basement. Not a good sign. King rushes to help, but his manager yells at him to stay behind the bar. Screw it. He leaps over the bar and rushes to the basement where he finds Donnie being beaten by Ghetto Masher and Uncle Brass watching in his chair. King doesn't hesitate. He tackles him. They exchange deadly blows. Ghetto Masher can hardly keep up. Uncle Brass sends others after King. Doesn't matter. King's a whirlwind of destruction. He cracks Ghetto's knees and thrusts his thumbs into his eye sockets. An eyeball pops out, still attached to a series of nerves. Cries of terror. Ghetto Masher cups his eyeball, screaming for medical help, staggers and slams against the wall as more ruffians attack. Stop! Uncle Brass stands and approaches. It's well within my power to rip your fucking head off for what you did to my boys. King staggers to his feet. Not a bloody joke, am I? His debt is paid if you work for me. He straightens up and brushes his jacket, smiles. Always bet on King.